to AJ's allotment. It's Sunday the 15th of April and I thought I would give you a very quick tour of what I've been up to. I overwintered in, and then I've added in where there was gaps with what I had in the greenhouse. All my daffodils are up. I was going to use these for cutting and putting at home, but they was too pretty. I thought I'd leave them on the plot. As you can see, the comfrey, let me show you this. So this comfrey is doing really well now, so I'll be able to start using it soon for a feed and a mulch, and I've got more to put at home. I might divide this yet one more time, and then as soon as it's growing so well. So the onions and garlic are finally away. Broad beans are looking quite nice and healthy. Make sure I don't stand on these. Got some flowers, let me show you. Ah, they're so pretty. So I'm really pleased with that, the flowering. I've got some at home to bring as well. There's a few gaps, but there's not many gaps considering the weather we've had. I'm quite chuffed really. So what I've been doing today, I've been preparing my brassica bed for some brassicas. I need to take some leeks out still, and I've made myself a little makeshift tunnel. And under here, let me show you, I've put in some at the back there. Those are the Rab 60, is it, or 90, that I've sowed at home. And then at the front there's some kale which I got from the garden centre as plugs. I know that's naughty, but I've not set any kale going yet, so I wanted to get some in. And then I've just been tidying up some of my sprouting broccoli. Let's see if I can get into it. It's been attacked a bit by the caterpillars and pigeons, so I've just taken a big harvest from that. I'm going to get some summer variety to go in. It's been doing really well though, we've had quite a lot of it. So I've done that. Let me show you my hyacinths. Look at these. So the hyacinths are up now. There's the anemones, is that how you say it? And my tulips look like they're nearly there. I think a couple of days time and they'll be ready. And showing the faces, and these are the daffs I've been waiting for at the back. I'm looking forward to them. I think they're like a double head. Now I put a couple of shallots in here just as a trial to see how they're going to get on. As you can see, the downside of using straw and hay is that you will get some growth, but hopefully I'll be able to get another mulch over soon and combat it. But this is it, it's trial and error. I'm doing an experiment to see what's going on. Under here, oops, let's have a look. I put some salad leaves, and as you can see, they're growing really nicely. I should be able to start picking in another week or so's time. Really pleased that they've done alright. They've done really well. And then I sowed some radish, which are just coming up now. Yeah, so this has been really good. This is my homemade compost on top of some of the other bedding. And so far at home and here, everything's grown really well in it. And the basis of that again is quite a lot of guinea pig bedding that goes into my compost at home. So, but yeah, they're growing really nice. I'll be able to take a picking from them soon. The thing I have been doing today is I've been putting some more potatoes in. These will be bluebells when they come up. So yeah, been putting some more main crop potatoes in along this one. So I've done that today. Again, you can see that it's got some growth. I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's still better than it would have been if not. And I've taken a good harvest of rhubarb today. I'll show you the rhubarb. These are the crowns, if you remember, I showed you before, that I brought from home that I divided. I'd left them at the ground for a long time, but I'm not going to pick from those this year because it's their first year establishing, but they look quite happy and healthy. And this is my main rhubarb that I never force. I've taken a good harvest from it already, but as you can see, it's growing really nicely. April and the sun is shining. I'm back down on the plot. I'll add this on at the end. I didn't quite finish the end of my last video because my camera went all strange. So what I'm here today doing is planting some of the cabbages that I bought actually from the garden centre, along with some of the other bits that we've grown at home. But it is Scorchio. I do have my helper with me today, but he's monkeying around in the plum tree, which is in a bit of blossom. So where I thought it wasn't going to flower or do anything this year, I've got a bit of blossom on it. Right, so this is, if you can remember, the no-dig bed, which I newspapered and everything as the start of my trial last year. And I can tell you what, the soil underneath, where it normally would be quite compact, is actually lovely. It's really nice. So I'm just planting these cabbages. There's some Savoy and some red cabbages that I got from the garden centre. So I'm putting those in. I'm going to have the rest of my leeks away today. And my tulips came up without me. So I was going to come yesterday. I might have caught them before they opened. So I'm just going to leave them in now instead of taking them home. But I'll show you those in a minute. But that's what we're doing today. Although it's just too hot. It's lovely and sunny, but it's too hot because I burn really quickly. But I'll do a tour in a minute. I'll get these put in first. So I just wanted to quickly show you the comfrey. So can you remember I took the cuttings home to grow? So here are some of the plants. This one's actually getting ready to burst out. So I'm going to put those in as well. So that's the comfrey. That's 2 of them. So they grew really well. And these are some of the borage I've been growing. So I'm going to put those in around the bed. So these are all my living mulch. So they're going to be my chop and drops. But yeah, I'm really happy with how quickly they've suddenly grown. They've gone from a little sprig to massive. So there's more at home still to bring up. So we just brought an array of things that need to go in today. Lots and lots and lots of jobs to do. And we've got our juices with us, so we keep hydrated. Really important on a day like today. So whilst we have a quick break, I'll quickly show you the flowers more close up. As you can see, the trees are in full blossom now as well. And at home, my pear tree, I've got a pair of pear trees that need to be together to be sort of fertile, but only one of them's flowered. So I think I'm going to take some blossom home from this and do a bit of cross-pollinating. So these are my tulips. I was hoping to get here in time to take them and cut them for vases, but they've opened up over the last 2 days. There's still a few at the end there that I might be able to have away. And look at these gorgeous little daffodils. They are charming by name, charming by nature. They're just so pretty. Very, very nice. I don't know if those are called charming or cheerfulness. I can't remember, but they are really nice. There's a few bigger ones, which is what I was hoping for. And then there's all these little ones. I've got a few at home. Really good. Strawberries are looking really strong. Really healthy. Really pleased. Because last year there was a bit of sunshine. It's brought everything out, including the weeds. So just giving these a water. We've had a few bits of slugs in, but besides that they've coped the last few days, so there's hope for those. Unfortunately the kale is going to seed, so I might have to pull that out. Josh in his favourite position, sat down, doing nothing. Isn't that right, Josh? Yeah, right, I'm going to do a little bit more. So we're finishing up on the top plot, 78A now. It's getting really warm, but I've still got some jobs to do on the other plot. I just wanted to show you my broccoli. It's starting to go now. Oh, my shadow's in the way, I do apologise. Yeah, it's just starting to blow a bit. I've had quite a lot of it, so I can't grumble. So I'm going to still keep picking it and hoping that, you know, we'll get it. Even these thin bits are nice though. It don't have to be perfect. But I'll keep picking it, and for as long as I've got it. There's some newer stuff down the bottom, but because of this sudden massive heat that we've had, everything's sort of going. If you can see my kale, my Cavolo Nero, that's gone to flower. I'm just going to eat those. Let me show you what I've been doing then. So I had away some of my leeks. I've put in the cabbages and I've put this net over. I've separated some of the comfrey up and moved some rootings there. And again, I've done the same with this one and put a couple more in. So yeah, let me just show you my broad beans from the other day. So I did show you them before, but look at these now. really are getting going. Plenty of life on the plot, lots of bees. So I've cut some of my daffies to take home. Just let me show you this. How beautiful is that? It's gorgeous. And that's it really. I've not really done a lot else. I've just potted about a bit. I've put a teepee in for some and put some sweet peas in. So I've got some on this plot, but most of them are going to go on the other plot because that's where my cut flower garden's going to go. I've put a line of borage up where the potatoes are. We've watered everything underneath the fleece because it is quite dry. And I have taken a little bit of the celery that I left in. It's just started to regrow. This is the green Utah, so it was not a blanching one, it's more of a leaf celery, but it's really potent and flavoursome. But that overwintered and started growing again, but I've just lifted one out. I'm going to see what it's like, maybe make some stock with it, put it in soup, see how I go, and then if it's okay I'll probably leave a couple of those in. But it is just so sunny today, and I'm tired. Josh is bored, so we're just going to pop down the other plot, and I've got some bits to plant in there, but it's glorious. I just can't wait to get going a bit more. So that's today, and I'll probably update you again a bit further as we go along. So we'll just take a quick walk down to the half plot now just to drop these bits off. Josh using the wheelbarrow. We could have drove down in the car, but I decided not to. What a glorious day. The sun's shining. How are you getting on there, Josh? Home education at its best, this. Bit of PE, bit of agriculture, science, physics, how to keep a wheelbarrow straight. Lots of lessons in there, isn't there, Josh? It's just something so satisfying about hearing the gravel under your feet as you walk down the lane, knowing that you're going to get to your allotment. I know, I'm a bit kooky. So, see my greenhouse, so I know I'm nearly there. Some glorious plots. This one's stunning. Everything seems to just burst to life. Right, we're here. I'd love to tell you what this is on my plot, but I have absolutely no idea. So if you know, drop us a comment below. And I'd love to know what this hedge is. It does need cutting back desperately, but I don't know what it is. So if anyone knows, you can let me know. So we're here. Oh my goodness, the grass is growing. And the daffodils are up. Right then, we're going to crack on. Oh my goodness, look. You'll need a key, Josh.
What?
You'll need to find the key. So I think I was right. I did think it was borage, and as if from nowhere, my first flower. The borage is in flower already. That's because of this massive sunshine. How fantastic is that? First borage flower. And I can see lots of grass in my greenhouse. Never mind. And oh my gosh, the comfrey's come up. We have life, everybody. We have life. My shallot's down the end. There is nothing to see on here that is different really from last time, apart from that. And I might be able to catch these tulips from my vase, or shall I just leave them to look pretty? Anyway, right, so we're down here. All we're doing is going to drop some things off ready for planting. I'll probably maybe come tonight when it's a bit cooler, or tomorrow.
because we've had enough. It's gone dinner time. We've not had any lunch yet. But I just thought I would share my little trip down the lane with you. As you can see, all we've got in here is some salad leaves. So I'm going to give that greenhouse a good water, get some moisture in there, ready for planting, and like drop these onions and things off that need to go in desperately need to go in, and some broad beans. Right, so I'm going to sign off for now. So thank you all for watching. I will do another update as I go along, and please remember to like, comment and subscribe. If you have any advice, any questions, please feel free to comment and look at where you can find me on social media. Right, enjoy the sunshine wherever you are.